It's time for the grand finals of the Diamond Heroes Tournament number 8. And as a shock to some, we do not see Toon Dragon, a familiar face in this scenario. But this time it's someone else's turn to get second place. In the top right in the yellow. Give it up for the Terran player, AlexKidd. By the skin of his teeth and the cheese of his brain, giving himself a finals berth in Game 3 of the last series. And in the bottom left, in the red, it's the Terran player, Nikman. We have a man versus a kid, but this is a video game, so this is a kid's domain. No one can spell his name right in chat. Y'all are fools. JK, love you. Alright. So far, both players being respectful. Oxide, a bit more of a defensive map. This could be a long one, depending on how these players choose to play, and where each one can find holes and weaknesses in their opponent's strategies. Guys, remember, do the Maturino code. Help these players get some extra spending cash. Nikman going to be going for a factory expand, it appears for now. Could be seeing more, but both players going for a factory before CC. So we will see what comes to be. CC starting. AlexKidd just a few seconds behind and everything, but that really doesn't end up means like he can't try and be aggressive as quickly if he wants to, but not all players do that. Some players just sit back at home. For example, Nikman didn't scout at all, and AlexKidd also didn't scout at all. Neither player has any clue. Has not a clue. They haven't the foggiest as to what their opponent may be up to. Do we have our first deviation? No. Except for the fact that the tech lab for this factory was built by the factory rather than the barracks building it. Minor modifications. First differential. AlexKidd is getting a tech lab onto his barracks. He's going to use it to build ravens for his starport, but we do have a reactor on this barracks, and this starport building its own tech lab, so he can get a few marines out. So Nikman's going to be able to get a few more army units out, so just be better set defensively and all that jazz. But ravens starting up for for both sides. Those gas sinks, those gas holes of ravens. That is so Raven. Yep. Yep, it is. Oh, almost decided to go out. But no. Both players, they be chilling while I be grilling, because it's hot in Canada today. It's a hot day in the motherland. In Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Everyone's like, it's not hot there, Canuck. What are you saying? Well, it's hot to me. I'm used to minus 20 winters. You can interpret that either Celsius or Fahrenheit. Take your pick. Because both would be true. Tank started up for Alex. Tank started up for Nikman. Nikman, who's got a third CC, but now so does AlexKidd. We're in for the long haul, so sit back, relax. I am going to recline my chair a little bit. Get comfy. Okay. It's Macro City. So let me maybe while we wait, I'll tell you guys a story. Let me think of a story. Oh, predictions started. Someone's just getting the predictions going. Okay, let me think here. What story do I have? Any stories? I do, but I'm blanking on them all. Goodness. What's a cool story of something I did? Oh, I'll tell you guys about my awesome baseball story. So, I'm going to toot my own horn a little bit here. Hope y'all forgive me. We got a little push. A couple SUVs went down probably to like a turd, an auto turd or something. Nothing crazy. Yes, so I once upon a time used to play baseball, and this was a kid. This is like in elementary school. And I was a pretty good baseball player for the time, for my age. But I was an atrocious pitcher. I was a great catcher. But for some reason, one year, we're playing, it's the final game of the season. We're playing against the team, and the winner gets first place in the league and home advantage throughout the entire playoffs. Loser gets third place. We get third place, which doesn't really get home field advantage in the playoffs because only 4 teams made it to the playoffs. And so it's the final game of the season. We're the away team. So it's the bottom of the final inning. And we're ahead. My team's ahead. But this is a really good team. We haven't always beaten them. And for some reason, my genius coach puts me, arguably our worst pitcher. There was the coach's son was also a terrible pitcher. But like, which one of us is worse? That's a matter of debate. But for some reason, my genius coach has me pitching in the bottom of the final inning, and our best pitcher as catcher. Who in their right mind think that's a good idea? We'll continue this story here as we do have a bit of a skirmish. Beautiful interference matrices onto some of these tanks, but I don't think AlexKidd has enough on the ground to support these tanks. Oh my gosh! Auto turrets everywhere! Oh gosh! Free units! Free units! Free! Oh my goodness, what did we just see? Okay, well, we're going to have another bit of a tango here. AlexKidd, but he's down in army supply. Yeah, no, there's too much here, buddy. Okay, well, the power of Nikman's micro is coming through. 1-1 is now done for AlexKidd, slightly before Nikman's. But AlexKidd did not have the Marine numbers to deal with that, and now... Okay! Just the move command straight into range of the tank. There was only one tank, though, so it worked out. But those are your Ravens and Vikings, dude. Like, Marines could just come and snipe those. You gotta be careful. Don't do me like that. Okay. And so begins the epic war. Character, what's good, man? Yes, only a slight amount of salt. I mean, the story gets better, don't worry. But now begins the stare-off. This one Marine. Who wins? The tank. The tank has 10 kills. Scans. Where's the counter scan? Oh, the third base has to evacuate. Okay, well, Nikman able to continue to leapfrog forward. And has his Vikings going to Pound Town on this command center. It shouldn't die. Like, repair? Yeah, okay, repair. The Marines coming in trying to help, but this is such a juicy position for these Vikings. Where's AlexKidd's army? He's even on army supply. Where's his army? Oh my gosh! He's counterattacking! Oh my gosh! He's just gonna gun down. Okay, well, he's got a tank up here. All the Ravens, though, are dead. Yeah, all the Ravens are dead. The Marines. Finish it! Finish him! Finishes off the CC. Gonna load up and drop into the main. But no, there's a huge Terran army in there. You gotta get out of there, man. No! No! Oh gosh, and now this is up here killing SCVs. All the boys have been pulled. Every SCV said to go save the day. The tank falls. What is going on here? Everything in the main was killed off, like I said. That was not a good. And Nikman, he's very much ahead in army supply, but very much behind on workers. But he's trying to kill more workers. No mining. There's 0 mining right now for AlexKidd. SCVs. Gotta sit. No, stop it! Stop attacking! Why do you have SCVs with your army? Okay, well, he's gonna go there. I mean, like, both sides are gonna have 0 mining. SCVs fighting Marines is never a good fight. 21 more go down. But now this base has to be evacuated. The SCVs have been pulled. All the SCVs are in the main. Nikman's stuck in his base. He is getting 2-2. I don't know. Is there an armory? There is, but no 2-2 started because AlexKidd's super broke. We have Marines stutter stepping. AlexKidd, you have units that could fight. Stop fighting with your SCVs, man. Goodness. Ah. Okay, well, this game got rather interesting real quick because AlexKidd decided, screw defense. The best defense is good offense. Okay, well, that is a lot of Marines, and they now... Oh, no! No! No, Nikman! Oh, thank goodness it was only 2 tanks. Well, SCV count 40 to 40, but 85 army supply to 33, because guess what? Nikman's been mining at least a little bit this entire time. Oh my gosh. AlexKidd almost pulled off the heroic comeback with the base trade, but he overextended a bit and fought with SCVs very unnecessarily. Hey, TvT can have madness. It ain't PvP, and it never will be PvP. And you'll never change my mind. So don't even bother trying. But here comes the boom. 2-2. Superior upgrades, superior numbers. And just like that, GG. Nikman. Number 1 in the yellow. Give it up for AlexKidd. In the top, bottom right, in the red, it's Nikman. StarCraft. Coming to you live from Platinum Heroes. Thanks again. Shout out to Platinum Heroes for all their amazing work in putting on tournaments like this. Please give them a hand. Give them a follow, as they have a lot of awesome community stuff that they do to support them. Give them your love, and if you're looking for a nice team to join that helps out low-level new players, or maybe you want to coach those kind of players. Maybe you're higher up, you want to coach them, help them out. They are always looking for new people to help and new people to help out. So go join them. Go check them out. They're awesome people. But awesome tournaments like this. Also do the match Reno code. Finish up the last few remaining codes. So that we can get these players all the money that they so well love and deserve. Hardwell here for Nikman, as he will start off pretty chill, pretty easy. Just having a good old time. Okay, continuing the baseball story. So yeah, so I'm pitching in the bottom of the final inning of arguably the most important game of the season, and I'm our worst pitcher. Like, come on, right? And so I actually walk enough players so that the game is tied. So bases loaded, 0 outs, game is tied. Literally. One more run, and they win the game. And I'm just feeling horrible. I can't imagine what, like, my coach is thinking, what the bench is thinking, what the other players are, but I'm like, I just feel horrible. I'm like, man, I have to get 3 strikeouts here in order for us to have a chance in this game. Like, what are the odds? And there's no extra innings, so if like we did get 3 outs miraculously, it'd be a tough. And I didn't know what would happen if we'd get first place or not or whatever. I don't know. But I start like, okay, you know, I have to get 3 strikeouts here. So I visualize it, and I get 1 strikeout. It's like, no way. Okay, cool. Well, everyone gets lucky. Everyone's lucky sometimes. Next batter comes up. I strike him out, too. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, thanks, Chilzonic. Like, oh my gosh, guys. Like, I just got 2 strikeouts in a row. There's a chance I do this. But then, as fate would have it, their best hitter is the next person up to bat. Just the way the batting order worked out, it just so happened. But that's the way the best stories are made, right? So their best hitter comes up to bat. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to strike out this guy. So in my head I was like, but wait, what if he hits it straight to me, grounder straight to me, I pick it up and tag out the guy running from third to home. I pitch it, he hits it, it's a grounder directly to me, I pick it up and tag out the guy running from third to home, and we survive. We tie the game. Everyone's cheering, celebrating. It's incredible. It's a miracle. We're just losing our minds. And at first they tell us, nope, so you both are tied, but the way the head-to-head worked out or something, the other team gets first. And we're like, oh, man, but dang, that was still incredible. That was still amazing. But then like half an hour after the game, I get a call from my coach, and he says, Canuck. Because that's what my coach called me. Totally. 100% Kappa. The league, the head guy in the league came to me and he's like, hey, we forgot to give you guys a point in the standings. You're first place. So I thought I'd call you and tell you first before I told everyone else. I'm like, no, we did it. I did it. We both screwed up, but then I screwed up just slightly less. And everything's okay. We got decently fast third CCs out of both players. Double Cyclone out of Nikman. By the way, just single out of... No, it's going to be double Ravens. So everything just, again, slightly faster for Nikman. But AlexKidd actually has way more army. Oh, wait, no, what? Huh? I'm super confused. Supplies just jumped up for a second. Nikman started producing stuff. 64 and 64 supply. Perfectly even as well. 69. Nice. Getting temporary supply block. But already supply deep is about to finish. So we Gucci. Yeah, so that's my baseball story. And that has gotten us to 5.5 minutes. Game number 2. Best of 5 TvT Grand Finals. So, fun fact, in the playoffs, so we played the 4th place team. And we played the 4th place team in the first game of the playoffs. There's only 4 teams in my division. So everyone made playoffs, but we played the 4th place team and we smoked them. In 3 innings, we mercy ruled them 14-3. It was bad. It was bad. And keep in mind, guys, in this league for the kids that were my age, you could only score a maximum of 5 runs in an inning. So the way innings worked, it was either once 3 outs happened or 5 runs were scored, and then you'd switch. And so we won 14-3. Yeah. It was bad. But then in the final things actually got interesting. So we played against our rival team again. They won their semi-final game. And so we're playing in the final. And after the first 2 or 3 innings, we're nervous, and the nerves are getting to us, and they're crushing us. They're winning 8-2. And we're just like, we are not feeling it. We're feeling bad. We're feeling nervous, and we're losing, and we're like, crap, we're so bad, blah, blah, blah. And then our coach pulls us aside. It's okay. It's actually our assistant. He was awesome. I liked him a lot better than her, actually. But, so our assistant coach pulls us aside, and he's like, hey, it's okay, guys. You gotta settle down. He's like calling a timeout or whatever in between innings. gotta find your happy place. Just like, you know, just go and eat ice cream land, or whatever. Just go and find your happy place. Take a couple deep breaths, settle down. You got this. And so I'm back in catcher, fortunately. And our best pitcher's pitching, and I just start joking with him, you know, and then he just goes on fire, shuts them down, and we win the finals 10-8. It was epic. Phenomenal. Okay, well, AlexKidd is moving out. He does have a slight army supply advantage. But honestly, I like Nikman's position more. He has more tanks. No! Oh, the move command up the ramp. Oh, gosh, those interference matrices were so late, but they're good. And, oh, but no, there's only one tank. Did the tanks die? Oh, there's a tank in the back here chilling, but there's just so many Marines. But now the Marines of Nikman are coming in. And now another tank, and this just might be too much. The one tank in the back flanking Marines. And AlexKidd just getting shot downtown. I like all sports. Hockey is, of course, my favorite, but ice hockey was expensive and far too time-consuming for little Canuck. And so he played baseball. So he loves hockey. And he plays casual hockey whenever he gets the opportunity. That little drop going to try and do a bit, but AlexKidd has to deal with this push that's coming here. Now, AlexKidd does have 3 tanks ready, but only one of them sieged up. Okay, now he's sieging up more. Yeah, you're not going to be able to push up there. Scans and counter scans. The drop is coming home, so the SCVs can start to go back to work. Scans and counter scans. Yeah, no, okay, Nikman. He must share. He must stare. Oh, nice. Picks off the drop. He must stare into the face of his enemy who has tanks where he has none. This is the beauty of TvT. Or we just stare at each other, scan and counter scan, 4th base. Coming on in for Nikman. No 4th CC for AlexKidd. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, he's getting a 4th orbital. A bold move. Oh, we're getting ready for a bit of a doom drop, but there's a spotter Marine here. They're going to try and fly around it. Not quite sure. It appears that AlexKidd did not see it in the spec of vision. He has some idle SCVs, but he's added on more barracks. Another starport for more Vikings, I'm sure. But he needs to spend his money. Here we go. We're boosting in, though. Here comes the big drop into the main. 2.5 full medevacs. Oh, no! Drop! Drop your units! Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. And we're stemming, and we're shooting, and we're killing add-ons. Deduction. No, don't pull the SCVs! No, AlexKidd, why? Why? No, stop, why? No. Oh, more? What? No, stop! Use your army! No! Stop! No! Oh! Your army! It's right here! No! No! Oh! Gosh. Oh no. Well, that wasn't good. We have 2-2 as well for Nikman, who's starting +3 attack. And just +2 attack on the way for Alex, because he just lost 37 workers. Ah! Yeah, no, he's super dead. Barring a now, I've seen tanks work miracles. I have seen tanks work miracles. Of course, those tanks need to be sieged up before the attack happens. AlexKidd going to be engaging, but oh my gosh, that choke point and that Marine superiority. Yeah, you got better upgrades, but upgrades don't matter if you don't have the numbers to use them. It's a bit of a double stim there for AlexKidd, but he holds and does have a 4th base. He needs to build SCVs or drop mules. He has a lot of orbital energy. 2 completely full orbitals. 1 almost 3/4 full. Oh. This is a rough one. I'm not gonna lie, but that kind of fight that Nikman just took before is one way for AlexKidd to come back. I am not in agreement with this move out. Very much not. I don't like it. It's not gonna go well. Oh, we have another drop. Fusion core goes bye-bye. No BCs for you. Okay, it's gonna take out an orbital. Tanks in position. Okay, this is actually really... Wow, okay, AlexKidd finding himself a really good position. Okay, we just take sieged up here. He's loading up medevacs. Okay, he's gonna pull a trick. No! 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 There was missile turrets! No! Oh, and your tanks are lifting those! No! AlexKidd! Oh, you're overextending. Oh, both players making up so much money. Build units. Oh, this army. There's no escape. There's no escape for these Marines. Oh, it was almost a good move until it wasn't. It was going so well when you took out the 3rd and all those SUVs, but now it is not going well. It is very much not going well. Yeah. Well, this was taken care of. Gotta repair this barracks. Okay, he's gonna send me over to do it. So when you scan their army like that, do you siege up and leapfrog the tanks? Usually, that's what I've seen. I'm not 100% sure. It's all about judging Marine count too. You gotta see how many Marines you have versus them. And if you're in a choke, if you're in a surround, how many tanks they have. It's all a little bit by feel. Okay, 5th base here, but 4th base gonna get taken out. Marines down in upgrades. And yep, Nikman's gonna take game number 2 and be 1 game away. Alrighty, this could be our last game of the day. Thank you so much, in case it is, for everyone who's tuned in and joined today and is stuck around here and is here for the finals. I love you. I love what you are. I love what you do. Ooh. Thank you. But without further ado, down here in the bottom left of 2,000 atmospheres where bodies shall float to the surface in death. Give it up for the yellow Terran who's got to pull off a reverse sweep now. It's AlexKidd. And up here in the top right in the red, give it up for Nikman. Both guys put on a nice show for us. It's been some awesome series today. Both playing AlexKidd not bringing out the cheese. Checking the watchtower just to be careful of cheese. Wait. What are you doing here? Oh, I stand corrected. This might be that one base build we saw from AlexKidd in Game 3 versus Grubson. Grub-a-dub-dub. There was not a party in his tub. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is the same build. The same build. Now, how will Nikman deal with this? He's got a couple Reapers, a Hellion. He's adding a Tech Lab onto his factory. There's 2-0 Chilzonic. I always make sure to update the score here. In the bottom score bar. Okay, so we are going to have a Cyclone. That's going to be helpful against the Liberator. Except it's a Medevac first. Oh, we're mixing it up. It's going to be a little different this time. AlexKidd getting fancy. Okay. Medevac here, and then we're getting a Tech Lab. Okay, so this is not the same. This is interesting. I'm curious to see how it'll work. So, what we're going to do is we're going to load up the Hellions into the Medevac, because the Reapers can jump up the Reaper cliff. Oh, we're going to even add a couple of Reapers into the Medevac. Interesting. Okay, here we go. We go up. We load up into the main. We drop. It's slightly in vision, but not quite enough to be truly noticeable. And here we go. Now we're into the mineral line. Now we're killing SCVs. AlexKidd has to get damage done here because he still hasn't started the CC at home. Now he's attacking the army into the Cyclones, trying to go to town one play. With 2 of the Hellions have gone down. The Reapers have stayed alive. Lock on onto the Medevac. Nice boost away. He's going to be able to keep it alive. Nice Creeper Grenade. 3 SCVs. Hellions and a bunch of... Oh. Well. At the end of that, 3 SCVs, a Hellion, 2 Reapers, and 2 Marines go down for a Medevac, 3 Hellions, and a Reaper. Now, this would be good if AlexKidd's CC was done and not just started. So now there's going to be a lot of pressure onto the Banshees that are going to come out of this here starport. There's already a Raven out though, another one on the way, 2 Cyclones. Nikman just has all his I's crossed and all his T's dotted. He's covering all of his bases. Okay. Workers are even though, all things considered. So even though Nikman has himself a bit of an income lead right now, once this base is completed, things will get to be a bit more even. Cloak almost done. The first Banshee out, waiting for a second Banshee. 2 Banshees do shoot. Banshees 2-shot SCV, so 2 of them together, 1-shot them. So there is good potential. No, the first Banshee going in without waiting for her sister. Oh, goes for a nearly dead Neil. Oh, no, and the... Oh, no. Oh. That could not have been worse. I would have preferred to see both Banshees going together. Okay, now we're starting to see some Ravens come out, but 1-1 with Stem on the way here for Nikman. He's in just such a good spot right now. He even has a third command. He has a third orbital. Two factories coming in. AlexKidd is going to try and make it work to survive. I mean, he also has a third CC done. He's only 5 workers behind. And he's narrowing that income gap, but is Nikman just going to be too far ahead in income? AlexKidd looking like he's just going to go with traditional mech, getting Blue Flame right now. And starting with tanks, no Cyclones or anything. But AlexKidd is going to have to build a lot of tanks here to be able to survive. Because we have 3 Ravens. Nikman does love to go for 3 Ravens, which means a lot of interference matrices. Nikman right now has still no sight of his opponent. Doesn't actually know what his opponent's going for. But he doesn't seem to care. He just doesn't seem to care. He don't give no darns. One done for Nikman. 2-2 on the way. Combat shields. Now we do have another command center on the way for each player. So 4th bases are a potential option. But AlexKidd is banking up a lot of minerals, but mech being so gas heavy. Oh my gosh! The Raven lived! Let there be life! 2 HP. That's a miracle. That's a start. All breaks like that make a break. Okay, the Blue Flame now tells Nikman everything. He scans, sees multiple factories. He knows. He knows it's mech. There's mech. Mongcito, have your friends play the campaign. That's a great way to introduce them to the game. Campaign, co-op, and arcade. Never have to play a game of ladder. Just go and do that. That'll get him hooked. Scan, sees no 4th base on location as Nikman goes to put his 4th base on location, but just sinking those banked minerals into command centers is AlexKidd. Always a wise plan when playing mech. He's super supply blocked right now. But what's his tank count at? What is the tank count? 8 to 8. It needs to be more. Needs to be more. Oh man. Okay, so we're going to be moving out. The tanks. There's only going to be 1 tank with this army? Interesting. The tanks are here. Interference matrices going on down on these tanks. The buyout needs to come in here. And there's going to be more tanks to show up to the party, but Blue Flame Hellions, anti-armor missile over all of the bio. Auto turrets going down. And more tanks now in the back. Should actually keep AlexKidd alive. Maybe stemming forward. 1-1. 2-2 now completing. A little bit of an anti-timing here for Nikman. And he's going to lose all of his ground forces. And AlexKidd will hold. The Viking zone in the sky is going to be taking out a orbital, but AlexKidd currently has 3 orbitals total, a planetary, and 2 additional command centers. Where is this planetary? Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong side. So 3 orbitals, 2 command centers. There's a planetary for Nikman. Remember, StarCraft is free to play, so it's very easy to get them hooked on arcade. There's tons of cool stuff in the arcade. Alright, more barracks coming on in. Wow. Beautiful production lines here. 8 barracks already out, 3 more on the way to put us up to 11. Scans, I'm gonna spot the fort base. But, I mean, Nikman's maxed out. He has 2-2 with 3-3 on the way. No upgrades for AlexKidd yet. Oh! Who are we losing? That's awkward. Guess we'll never know. 1 auto turret coming on in. 1 Raven gonna live no longer. All right, now we're going to start to see upgrades and 4 Liberators at a time. Okay. AlexKidd has managed to max out. Now, the big struggle here is no upgrades. But if he can have his tanks in proper position, I really wish we would see some sensor towers out of AlexKidd, but this is a big maxed out 2-2 army. The tanks are going to go down. The SUV's got to get out of there, and the base is going to fall. But that is a lot of Vikings. Holy cow, that is 14 Vikings. Air superiority goes to AlexKidd. Tanks on the high ground. You can't go up there. Yeah, you get the base. And you get 13 workers. But now you're even on workers. And honestly, as mech, it's better to have a few less workers here in the later game because you just get orbitals. And mule, baby. Mule. The tank's now going to be able to move forward. No! Nikman! No! Why are you attacking here? Oh, that's... Oh, no. That was not the best of fights. No. Trick. No. Don't go marching down to your deaths. Oh, bodies flying everywhere. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Base over here. Oh, Nikman. Nice. Wow. He is producing like almost 10 Marauders at a time. 9 Marauders at a time, in fact. Okay, this base, like, see, here's the issue. He needs tanks to deal with his opponent's tanks. The Marauders, yeah, they're tanks. Yeah, they have 3-3. But it doesn't. If there's enough tanks, it doesn't matter. There are 5 tanks over here right now. They're dangerous. Now we have 6 Vikings being produced at a time here for Nikman, which is going to put the Viking count. Start to get the Viking count a bit closer. Now we do have Fusion Core being added in. We can get Liberator range. We can get battle cruisers. This 4th base being healed right now. This is kind of, you can't move forward here. You're going to be able to try and snipe the Liberators, but the Viking count is just still too high for AlexKidd. Gotta be careful though. But the Liberators moving forward, taking out a lot of the bio. The Marauders are just going to stim forward though and take out the 5 tanks that's here. AlexKidd now still rules the skies. It's only Marauders on the ground, but they are not going to have any kind of healing. Liberators are just going to try and be fancy here. But Nikman surviving, holding on there with very minimal worker losses. Didn't really lose eco. Just lost his ability to have anything in the sky. And that's going to make it tricky because of how many Marauders he's been making. Doesn't really have an answer to the Liberators or Battlecruiser is here. Bio versus mech is a very weird interaction. They each lose many different types of fights, and it is very dependent on tanks being sieged or not, and if the bio player has any tanks, and if they're sieged. The bio army going to come over here. There's a lot of Vikings out now for Nikman. The Viking count is pretty even, actually. Just slightly in favor of AlexKidd, but some of his are kind of bruised. So it's going to depend on if the Liberators can deal with this. Nikman's actually kind of trapped here. He's kind of trapped in this corner here. Oh, a Liberator going to get sniped immediately. Siege the tanks. Siege the tanks. Tanks not sieged quite yet. The bio getting a nice arc here. But, oh, upgrades are really good things. And the ground forces get... the ground war is won by Nikman. But the air war still controlled by AlexKidd. We do have a battle cruiser out now. Where is this battle cruiser? Where is this cattle bruiser? Where is the capital ship? It is in the main. We're now F2ing. The bio force is going to try and come in here. These medevacs are not long for this world. A gorgeous anti-armor missile. The battle cruiser going to come in here. Not a lot of Marines, but not a lot of upgrades for the battle cruiser, so it's going to not be able to do super duper well. Actually, 0 upgrades for it. gonna come in, snipe the fusion core, sniping a few workers, trying to get on the production here. The Vikings hit the deck as the bio, this 3-3 bio just does not die. These Marauders just, it takes so many hits. It's like 2 damage from a battlecruiser when they have +3 armor. They're just killing everything. They kill an orbital. Nikman has went and got himself a 5th base. He's getting a 6th. These Marauders just, with healing from Medivacs, they just don't die. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, less than ideal circumstances. And AlexKidd is now really down in supply. This is dicey. AlexKidd has a ton of money, but he doesn't have supply. He has 3 factories. And how many starports? 3 starports. That is not enough. That is not enough for mech, my friends. Oh, and look at the Viking count that Nikman has been able to build up. GG, and ladies and gentlemen, with that, Nikman is your Diamond Heroes Tournament number 8 Grand Champion.